Hey guys, we're going to learn how to play the song Downtown by Petula Clark on the piano today. Let's take a listen. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. All right, I'm Shawn of WebPianoTeacher.com, where we gather together to learn, play, and share the music that we love, creating a culture of encouragement for all you people out there who are trying to learn piano lessons online. This is a great song to do today. It's not too hard, kind of a late beginner, early intermediate lesson, I would say. If you are a member of WebPianoTeacher.com, you can download the sheet so you can put it on a screen like this or print it out to write on it, whatever you want to do with it. If you're not a member of WebPianoTeacher.com, you can still watch all of my Part 1 videos absolutely free, and there are no ads, no pop-ups or anything. Just go over there and check it out. All right, guys, let's get started with this Part 1 lesson. And we're going to start here. We have sharps, so that's the key it's in. And I like to do everything in the real key, okay? The key that we listen to it, we hear it, and I don't want to change the key to make it easier because sharps and flats and all of that, that's just a matter of doing it, getting experience playing in that key. That's how you get used to playing in sharps and flats. Okay, so we do have some sharps in this one. We have some E chords and A chords. Those automatically have G sharps and C sharps. So watch out for those two as well as F sharp. Okay, so let's get going with the board here. We have a left hand E, and that is a E octave. A lot of times I'll write the letter kind of big. We're going to do an octave. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. But we're going to do an octave on this first one, on this left hand, this low E. See that? Here's middle C. Here's the next C down. So right there's where I want my E octave. Play that first. Then my right hand will come in. G sharp, B, E here. I'm going to use fingers 2, 3, 5 on G sharp, B, E so that my thumb can play the E here. Now G sharp just means that it's not G natural. It's not this G. It's the next key to the right, whether it's a black or white key, it doesn't matter. You just go to the very next key to the right. So there's G sharp, B, E. So it's left, right, right. Left, right, right. So it's your thumb on that last one. Thumb. And then we're going to hold that just for a bit. The little dashes when I write notation just means you're going to hold that for a little bit. And then you play the chord again. And then the B is already right there. You don't have to move for it. See how my left hand's right here on the E octave? The B just falls naturally under that second finger, that pointer finger. It's right there. Just go ahead and have it resting on that B note so you're ready to do it. So the rhythm is 1, dun, dun, bump, bump, bum. Again, 1, dun, dun. Bump, bump, bump. You can clap that out. Bum, 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 bum. 1, dun, 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 dun. And you can hold the pedal for that. That'll work. Move my pedal out a little bit. Is that seen, Shauna, right there? Okay. Now, we've been doing an E chord, okay? So when you play that first measure, you want to realize that everything in that measure is an E chord. An E, a G sharp, or a B, okay? That's what an E chord is. That's the ingredients of an E chord, E, G sharp, B. So the next chord we're going to do is an A chord. The ingredients of an A chord are A, C sharp, E. So we'll look for A, C sharps, and E's in the next measure, as well as it's going to change to another chord. We'll actually have two chords in that measure, but A, C sharp, E. If you are a beginner and you're wanting to know about what's a chord, how do I know what a chord is? How do I go from one chord to the next? You know, I do have my easy piano lesson series that I just finished this year, and there's 50 lessons for very beginners, or if you already can play and you just need to get used to my method. You need to kind of figure out what I'm doing on the board and what all these markings I'm putting on there, how to use my method. If you're one of those two categories, my easy piano lesson series on the website are for you. And I have all the sheets in that whole series in one PDF, so you can download it all in one thing, and you can have 50 sheets and get the training that you need for starting out. So let's get back to the lesson now. We have had our E chord for the first measure. Now for the next measure, we're going to continue to keep that E on the bass. All right, we're not going to move it. But the right hand's going to change to E, A, C sharp. Okay? So even though the bass note does not change, the chord changes, E, A, C sharp, because an E chord and an A chord have both the letter E in common. You see that? So on the right hand, we'll go E, A, C sharp. I'll use fingers 1, 2, 4 for that. And that E is already there. I already have it. And I play the chord again. So bum, bum, bum. Now that's an interesting sounding chord, isn't it? So what's happening is that E on the bass is staying all the way. It's called an E pedal. It's going to stay the same while the chords change on top. Just putting a different topping on the chord, on the left-hand pedal note. That's all we're doing. So F sharp, B, D sharp. That is a B chord. Okay? And I forgot to mention, we have, I said F, C, G. We also have D sharp notes in this too. So we actually have 4 sharps. It's in the key of E. So your key of E has F, C, G, D, those 4 sharps. All right, so we go to F sharp, B, and D sharp there. Then we play, our thumb's already there, right? So we play the F sharp, and then B and D sharp together after that. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, B. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and. So that E is with that. Okay, that left hand E is with the right hand B, D sharp. And you have the B, and then we're there. Now, this happens 3 times in a row. See the bracket and 3 there? It's kind of my shorthand on the whiteboard. So let's do it 3 times. And go 1. Second time, 1. Third time. Very good. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that part 1. Remember, you can view all my part 1s on webpianoteacher.com. You can learn a lot of stuff if you're diligent just off those part 1s. But if you want to become a member, that's great, and you can have access to be able to download sheets according to your membership level. Guys, hope you enjoyed this part 1 lesson. I'll talk to you later.